All right, welcome to this week's Package Registry weekly retrospective that will not be actually the retrospective. It is the week ending January 27th, and my name is Carrie, and we have a few changes that we're going to talk about today. So instead of doing a synchronous weekly retrospective, I'd like to move it to be on everyone's Friday and do it asynchronous in the Teams weekly update. Please provide your feedback and thoughts on the comment I added in case you'd like to see that done a little bit differently. And then there's also, I had two ideas. We could either create retro threads for each question and then everybody contributes to those threads. I tried that last week. And then this week, I wanted to see what it felt like if everyone created their own retro thread with answering the questions you wanted to, and determining if you wanted to keep your comment as safe and private, or if you wanted to share it publicly, depending on the content you were sharing. It was up to you. So please check out the weekly update and contribute your retro thoughts on Friday. So going forward, we'll have retros asynchronous. And then this week, we're going to just kind of announce these changes. And then next week, we'll start with doing a weekly team sync at the same time. Actually, it'll be an hour earlier so that it is a little bit more inclusive for a few of the team members. And I already spoke with Tim. He's good with just doing this async because that would be at 6 a.m. his time. And I would be open to, we could do it even an hour earlier. So I'm flexible on the time. I think I'm the one on the edge of being early. And I know that it's quite late for RAD. So just trying to be more inclusive of the EMA time zone. And then as we get more teammates, we could consider doing a second weekly team sync that's APAC friendly as needed. What are your thoughts? Any questions since you're the only one on the call, Davey?
I think at some point we might achieve like the one team at GitLab that will do all the meetings async. Could be a goal. No, I think yeah, we need to try this the async team retro. One thing I would emphasize is keeping those retros public, because usually this weekly retrospective was recorded publicly, unless there is confidential information. But I think it's a good idea to keep that transparency. And to answer your question, I think the weekly team meeting agenda, we can start with that format and see how it goes.
Awesome. So lots of changes as we're a growing team. We'll have a new team member starting next week. And so we can keep iterating as we figure out how to make it work with everyone's time zones. But I think what you called out is super important. So I like everyone adding their own retro thoughts and keeping it public unless it needs to be safe for whatever reason. It's up to the contributor to decide if they want to mark the comment as public or leave it private or leave it as public. Awesome. Well, thanks for chatting with me, and I'll get this posted and everyone can check out the changes going forward.